Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
There it is. It wasn't under live when I went to home for yours. It showed up. That's weird.
It takes a minute or two for it to. Well, you know, the problem with stopping one stream or the thing crashing and the stream ending is that YouTube is giving you time to get back onto the stream, but you've never got enough time to get back into the stream that you already had. If you can get your software working again, it never works.
There's one watching now. So
yeah, that's me.
Oh, did you see that replay? No. Luckiest thing ever.
I missed it. Let me
That's the luckiest freaking thing ever. Lucky, lucky, lucky. He called the
break ball and it gets bumped into the two. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. What a jam he get. Well, now there you go, Steve. He's got to run out now from that. He's destined to do it.
Well, he's put together a pretty good run so far. You know, I mean, he needs this. He does want to let Albin back to the table. I mean, it's definitely a kind of situation you'd like to run out. Matt says sorry.
Yeah,
and
like
Albin's
he meant it.
No worries.
Like he meant it.
Isn't that what I was playing?
Well, that's the rub of the green, a roll of the ball
where
that you need.
Where all those guys go? Now we got 6 guys watching, so they're coming back. Why don't I see any chat? Are you guys not going to talk to us?
Yeah, the chat is there.
Where's all the complaints? I don't see any chat. Where's all the complaints about Hugh's stream?
Yeah. Well, that's one Pocket Slim.
Hairpig's here.
And Miasma's back. Apologies, guys. It's good when it works. Matt's still on a run of 61. He's now 40 points behind. And he has a break ball that he can work around.
Yeah, this is a little tricky. He's got to get on the 15 because, you know, there's not really a good way to get to the 13 without getting the 15 out of there.
Right, just give me a second while he plays it. Well, he's making his mind up here. We'll see the shot and then I'm going to tab out for a second.
He could shoot the 13 right now and use the 7 as a break ball. He could shoot the 13 and, or what is that, the 12? The 12 and bump the 13. Well, the only problem is
well, I think he's reluctant to do that. I think he's reluctant to do that because he's wanting to try and probably keep that as a break ball, and I think he's hit that shot, has he not?
Well, he had the 7. I think the reason he didn't do it is that you know, he was going to have to come up with a shot on the 13 most likely, and
yeah,
he didn't want to do that. I'm not sure what the heck he's doing now. I'm not sure why.
It's got to be the 12 now. It's definitely the 12 now.
Yeah, I mean, and it's kind of the same situation, although you can come across the top of this, of the 13 and run into the 1. I think that's probably what he's going to do. Come off the top of the 13 and bump the 1. It just really depends on the speed this is hit.
Well, another big shot.
Well, this is not a shot he should miss, that's for sure.
Got the pot. Yep. He's still got a break ball there.
Yeah, everything
all seems good.
Everything's wonderful.
Just give me a second. I'm tabbing out for a second. I'll be back in a sec. Hang on.
And yeah, everything's good. He just needs to get a nice angle here on the 1 ball.
I need a quick drink.
He decides to go here. He'll probably come around the backside of it. Yep.
Right.
Just a little bit of English and then it's all speed. And that's well done.
Just slow up. That's perfect. Right, so the run is 69.
This should be a stun. He's going to hit the 13. He should just stun this.
32 behind.
Yeah, medium to medium hard. You want the cue ball to bounce off the rack. You don't want it to bounce too hard, though. There we go. That's well done.
Well, that
what happened to
is that
coldest pillow? The coldest pillow give up on you?
Yeah, he probably has. Or he's went to get dinner or whatever. Or he's fallen asleep, one of the two.
Oh, I can't believe he'd leave us.
Oh no, he's there.
He is there. Well, you asked before Q's software shit the bed. You asked what's harder, a run of 100 in straight pool or a century in snooker. And honestly, I'm not quite sure what the answer is to that. I think it's probably the 100 in straight pool, because it seems like an awful lot of people get hundreds in snooker. But either way, you got to be a pretty good player.
I would say it's easier if we're talking at pro level here. Pro level, it's easier to get centuries in snooker than it is in straight pool, because most of the time snooker takes a certain pattern for the most part. In and around the pink and black in the professional game. Well, there goes that. Then we'll just blow him out of the water. The run ends in 73. And the problem is that he hasn't come away from the table not leaving Albinario anything. That's the problem.
Well, you're talking about on VP, right? Or are you talking about in real life, Todd? I think in real life, snooker's got to be easier. I mean,
yeah, I would say that.
If even on a table with big pockets and stuff, the problem with straight pool is there's a lot of things that can happen that are out of your control.
To me, there's a lot more variables in straight pool than there is in snooker. Like I say, the way the pros play snooker, there's the pattern's very, very similar for the most part. Breaking the balls open and then picking their way through them, using the blue to bail out on, back for the black. All of that stuff is a very regular thing they do all the time. But I think straight pool, the balls end up anywhere, blocking one another, stuck one another.
Well, I think if you're talking about in VP, then I think for most people, you'd probably have to ask some of the guys that play snooker good, but I think for most people, it's probably going to be easier in straight pool and VP with these big pockets. But
was that Matt's one and only decent contribution, and was it also his last shot?
Yeah, Defty says he thinks straight pool is harder. Well, I mean, Albin's taking a lot of time right here. He's trying to make some decisions on how to play this rack. It's kind of messed up. I mean, the 10 and 4 don't go in the pocket by the 11. And that's not a good choice. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there, but that's a freaking disaster.
He's absolutely nailed to that 12. He's nailed. He's got no shot. He can't go either side of anything.
He might be able to shoot the 5, but
he's got no chance of shooting the 5, Steve. He's got absolutely no chance of shooting it.
You'd have to throw it a mile. I agree. It won't throw. I was thinking of a bank, but he just doesn't have the right angle. Well, this is where you try to play safe. But how are you going to get safe? You try to double him up with the 12 on the 11 ball, and leave him a combo, and hope you can get the 5 ball on the spot where it's.
This is maybe the big twist in this match here, by the way.
I think I'd take the cue ball up table. Take the 5 ball off the end rail and trying to use the 12 and double them up on the long rail on the combo. But when these big pockets, that combo is probably going to be pretty easy.
Weren't we just discussing what was more likely to would be the easier game to get to a century or to get a century in straight pool. Well, there's your answer to that problem,
Well,
is how the variables work with straight pool.
he could do a little soft masse and try to get him behind the 11 ball. He'd have to masse it a little, I think.
Well,
did he hit the 5 ball?
No, he's taking a foul.
Okay, so he just took a foul.
I don't think that's a bad shot, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the 5-10 does go, but you can miss that because 11 balls, a lot of 11 ball there.
I think that's pretty.
Well, the 4-10-11 isn't bad. So you have to overcut the 4 a little bit. I'd probably shoot the 4-10-11 here. I think that's a pretty hard shot to miss.
What's he doing? Is he playing a bank? What's he doing? He's not called anything. Why is he looking at the 8 and 9? But I mean, you've called the 2 options available to him.
Yeah, I like the 4-10-11. You cut the 4 ball at about the first diamond on the side rail, and I think it's going.
Yeah, but you're talking about cutting it that way to make the cut angle. I see what you mean.
Yeah, it'll throw some. I mean, you got to play for a little throw, but it's
those kind of shot.
Those kind of shots are never guaranteed. That's for sure.
This is a big shot in the overall context of the match. He's going for it.
This is yeah.
Well, to me, it's make or break. This, isn't it? You've got to think about that. It's a case of getting back into the match good and proper, or selling out. Oh, he's nailed it. Where's the cue ball going? I think he's good.
Yeah.
He's nailed it.
Well, he's going to be shooting the 5-10 combo now, or the 5-12.
He's got nothing else, I don't think.
He's going to have to shoot the 5-12 now. He's got nada. And somehow he's still going to have to figure out how to get to this 8-9 after that.
Yeah, 8-9's doing nothing for anybody here.
Yeah, and there's not much room to get behind it to shoot it off table. So
well, do you not play a 2-1 shot here and actually spin it? Can you get that behind the 4 and spin off the rail and bump the 8 and 9?
I doubt it. It would be very difficult to do without hitting a 4.
He's drawing.
Yeah, he's just going to run into the 4.
That might do the damage, and it has done. Well, that'll do it.
Good shot there. That was an excellent shot.
That will work. So another combo, which again is pretty nigh unmissable. You know, you can't miss this.
But, you know, that's the kind of shit that can happen. And that's why you always talk about how you go into the rack and bumping balls and stuff, because that's the worst thing that happened to you in straight pool,
Albinario
other than scratching, is getting stuck on a ball like that.
Well, I mean, Matt, okay, got lucky with that 10 ball in the 2 ball situation he had mid run, but you know, that's how easy just as you think you're on a roll and everything's going smooth, you marry up with an object ball and you can't do anything. And suddenly life is treating you bad.
Well, let's see if he tries to make a break ball here. If that was me, I would have run into the 9 ball and tried to get the 9 ball as a break ball, because you had the 10s in there. Because I think he's planned on using a 5, but that's a shitty break ball. I don't know why he just didn't run into the 9 there and try to move it.
Well, I'm surprised he's actually playing the 10, because I thought he might have been... well, he is going... Oh, that's no good, I don't think.
Yeah, this is just... You know, you need to run into the 10. You don't want to run into the 8 or the 6. Oh, he got across
the corner ball. Yeah, he's caught the corner ball. That worked out perfectly. So we'll look at that again.
That was an excellent shot, because he came into it at an angle. When you come into an angle like that, you got a lot better chance of it separating. Right on the 14. Yeah, nice shot. And he still came out kind of shitty, but he's got the 6 up table. He's got the 7. If he's going to shoot the 7, he's probably running into the 3. Now he avoided it. Good shot. Okay, so here we go again. He needs 60 more balls.
Right, he's going for a breakout here with this 10 ball, if that's the 10 ball. And he sort of not really went through them at all. He just went through the 4 ball.
And you got to figure that, you know, anybody that's playing Alvin in this that has a chance to beat him, it's got to feel a little bit of heat, because it's like Albin's the legend, you know. I mean, it's I'll tell you this for a fact. whenever anybody is playing Efren. I'm not talking about.
Well, this is it.
I'm not talking about just guys that are kind of slouches. I'm talking about really good players. I mean, it's almost like they're giving Efren weight because you're playing Efren. You know, it was never easy to play him.
Well, the 6 goes, and that should do the final amount of damage I think they need. Are it 2 straight?
Oh, he's fine.
Yeah, he just rolled through in the 8. So now the 15 ball's the problem. He needs to get rid of that. And I don't know that he can. I don't think he's on it because that's obviously blocking those 2 balls.
And Albin may not quite have the mystique of an Efren, but you got to think that in VP, people are like a little bit of afraid of him.
Oh, no. Right, so at the moment the 8's a bit of a sort of bailout ball where it's sat. He's really got to get rid of that pink 12.
Yeah,
and he can do that now if he comes up and bumps the 3 or gets into that spot.
Oh, the three's a good break ball. I think he'll just go to this 15 right now. Get the 15 out of the way. Well, he's going to shoot the pink in the side and then shoot the 15.
That's getting rid of that problem. So it's shaping up for a nail-biting finish here, folks.
Oh boy!
Oh yeah, what's he done here?
I'm not sure he wanted that rub. No, he's fine. I mean, he's okay. He's better off getting rid of this 8 ball now, anyways. So he could use 11 for a break ball. Where he's sitting, I might do that. Well, I guess he's not gonna. Because he could have used 11 there because he could have just hit a stop shot on the 3 up in the corner and then used the 11 to break 11 on the side.
Well, this will do it.
But I think players are reluctant to do those kind of shots that they're not used to playing because they're just if you haven't done it, then it's always like you feel a little uncomfortable. And where's the cue ball going and all those other questions.
Run is 20. He's 11 behind. Cue ball's good. Got a ball and he's good to go.
Yep. Well, the real question is how tight is the sphincter about right now?
I don't think it's really bothering him that much.
Well, he's still playing on a pretty good rhythm, which I like. You know, it's like a completely different player from the start.
It's certainly an improvement from where he was at the start of the match. Yeah, he was all sort of broken up, couldn't get started. But well, this is a stomach settler, getting himself back into the match. That run of 73 that he had was crucial, even though he didn't, take it any further. But it got him into the match, gave him a shouting chance. So now, how does he pick his way through these? He's on the 1 ball. The 5 ball would work as a break ball. So he's at the moment as if he's kind of thinking that way. But that'll change depending whether he's, doing little nudges here. I mean, that 14 will cut, but he could end up going through the gap. I don't know that he wants to do that.
Well,
now he's gone too far.
I think
he might be playing a combo.
He was playing for the 14,
but he
way overhit it.
Well, the combo is most certainly 100% on the 12 and the 15.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. So
anytime you're shooting anything like this, it's missable. I think he'll probably just run into the 13 and then maybe shoot the 9 or 13 next.
That'll work. And that...
yeah, I mean, it's funny.
Yeah, that 13's just... I mean, he could actually cheat the pocket in that 9 ball, but I wouldn't want to do it from that angle.
Yeah, the problem here is...
He's bailing up table and taking the 13 next, I think.
This is a little tricky, though.
Oh, no, he's going to end up taking the 11, is he?
The 12. I guess he's playing
Or the
for
12,
the 12.
sorry, the 12, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good shot to get the cue ball there.
This is just a little tickle. This is all he wants to do, is just roll that in, but not really take a great lump of this 5-ball and push it too far.
Yeah, he can get away with that, because why did he hit it so hard?
Well, he's hit it far too hard. I don't know. I mean, that's...
I mean, he was going to have a shot on the 13 no matter what. I don't get it.
To me, you're just rolling that dead weight in. So now we're into plan C here. I don't know what he's doing now. It might be the 5-ball from the inside.
It might be the 9-ball, could be the 5-ball. I mean, I just don't get that. He could have just gently bumped the 5 into even better position. And,
well,
now this is
he
funny.
going to run 2 rails? Are he going to check this with inside and try and come up in the line that way? Come that way?
2 rails is safer.
He's checking it. He's checking it. And
he's going to play it off a rail.
He's going off the rail cut.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Well, these are dangerous for the scratch down table off the side of the pack.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to hit it that hard, but this is...
Oh, he's going the other way.
Pretty hard. That was a good shot. He had a lot of topspin on that. Was able to hold the cue ball.
And the bailout ball, so he's good again. Well, why don't you just go straight into that back ball and deal with the damage you can cause right now? Why don't you just take the 11 ball?
That's what I would do.
Because there you go. You're sitting on it.
The 13 keeps you from scratching, and I think you're going to be able to come up with a shot. Although
you get into that catcher's mitt, as you said earlier.
Yeah, you are going to take there is some risk in doing that, but you're going to have to get them open up. Now you could use the 15. You could play for that. That might be a little bit safer because I think less chance of not coming up with a shot. But if you're going to use the 15, you need to shoot the 1 now.
He's not quite committed either way at the moment. Well, 15 it is.
Well, I meant shoot the 15 in the corner. And
you're talking, from the middle of the table, yeah. So he's got a game plan. We're not sure what it is yet. Would that mean then that the 9-ball is odds-on favourite as a break ball at the moment? But that could easily get bumped out of the way if he's doing damage here. You don't know.
Well, that's why the 15 ball was good, because it wasn't going to push those balls. Of course, it couldn't push them downstairs like that. Yeah,
this is just he's getting himself into a bit of a mire here with these balls in the rail.
Yeah, well, this can happen, and this is one of the reasons why a lot of the old timers will pick balls off before they make the shot that breaks balls, so they don't push on top of each other.
Well, I think he missed an opportunity right at the back of the pack there 2 shots ago. I think that's the one he should have went for. Yeah, but hindsight is a great judge.
So I think he's going to try to move balls here. The question is he going to try to get to the balls on the rail or try to get to the balls in the rack? Oh, boy. He needed to draw that a lot harder. Yeah,
he's running out of time here.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the 13 and the 4. The 13's a good ball to get to those balls on the end rail. He's fine. He needs to shoot the 14 next. Yeah, boy.
I think he's going for it. I think he's going to pinch an angle here and run this cue ball right now, English.
He can go forward. You can come up with no shot here too, because remember those balls, the 8-4-13 don't. 8-4-14 don't go. So
4 goes into the side, 9 goes up table, and he's missed them.
Oh boy.
That's well. I'm looking to see how you could manufacture a combo out of that. And let's be honest, it's not pretty.
You can cut the 4-ball. That's one thing you can do, or you can do something crazy like that. Boy, he would have been better off just cutting a 4-ball there. The only problem with cutting a 4-ball is you get a double kiss scratch. But
I think he's up that proverbial creek without the paddle.
I'll say this: is coming into balls that are on a rail when you're coming in perpendicular to that rail is not good, because it's hard to move them.
Yeah, I mean, you end up probably getting double kisses out of it and just leaving the ball more or less where it was.
Pretty much what happened. So, yeah, he's
Yeah, he is in dire straits here. He's having to. What did he call this? He called the combo, or did he call the 9 into the side? Was that what he called? Aye, 9 into the side.
Yeah.
Well, he wants to get top. No, I thought he was going to try and get top side. No, well, I don't know what he did there. Well, that's a missed call, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh dear. Well, again, the run is 43, and Albinario has been let off the hook.
He got himself in the lead.
Well, it was, you could see that was a slippery slope to some sort of disaster ending the run there, couldn't you? The way the balls were sitting.
Well, now it is tight sphincter time because Albin needs 37, and Albin knows that if he doesn't run out.
Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, I thought he'd scratched here.
That was close. Albin knows if he doesn't run out here, the Matt may run out. So this is. I think there's only going to be at most one more turn for each player, and Albin's got the destiny in his control. He's at the table, so he just needs to keep Matt off the table.
I mean, that's really tight at the corner of the pack, that 14 ball, but it's going to have to do, I would think, at the moment. But then again, he's looking straight at it, so that goes that theory.
Hairpig, were you guaranteeing that before or after he almost scratched?
Well, it's going to be 12 ball into the back corner of the pack then. That seems like now the favourite, because there's the corner of the pack and the 12 ball looks odds on for that.
Yeah, well, anybody that's played a lot of straight pull like Defty knows break balls aren't guaranteed. That is for sure.
Well, here we go. This is suddenly it's a big break ball for Albinario. He's still trailing. I think he's got him, so he's a bit too straight in this.
Well, he's only going to get the 6 ball.
Yeah,
unless he tries to draw this back. He's going to probably try to do a big draw, and anything can happen here. If we're going to do this,
he's missed him. Oh, he's brought one out. He might be lucky here. He's going to be below it and play it up table and probably break the pack. No, he isn't. I thought he was going to be really lucky. In fact, I think he is. He is. He
can get a piece of the 13. But this is where you want to look for something out of the rack.
Yeah, just in case. Yeah, I don't think he's got anything there. It's far too tight.
Well,
where's the cue ball going?
Oh, disaster! And there's a break. Is there a break ball there for Matt? No, there isn't. Oh, no, 14 ball. No.
Should I go erase your view ball?
Oh dear, outside, never mind.
You got 5 balls.
Well, Albie's visit was just 5, and I don't think Matt's got anything. The 14 doesn't go. No, you've got to really study the pack here to try and see if there's anything you can manufacture. And again, I'm not convinced there's anything.
It's especially if there's any doubt, now's not the time to be blasting the stack.
Do you not play that 13 and go to the long grass again, Steve? I mean, he's going the other way, but this looks a good length as long as it stays in the table. And to me, that's a pretty good shot. I mean, that looks good to me, unless he's created something.
You know, you can play off that 13. There's enough gaps in those balls. You just got to be a little careful about the 7. But if you thin the 13, I don't think the 7 will come out if you hit it then. But, you know, the angle's kind of funny to thin it.
This is tricky. This side will tell you if he's looking from this is really tricky.
This is very tricky. He may just try to roll up on him. He may take a foul here.
He's trying to run to the corner. That's what he's probably doing. He's edging into the corner. Yeah. In fact, that's probably a good shot.
So now he's on 2. So if this is me, I'm taking him and I'm probably putting him on the end rail wherever I think it's very tough. I'm just taking a foul on purpose and putting him on the end rail. Because
just bank the cue ball up and down.
You can't shoot balls.
Or just roll to the rail. Can you roll to the rail from the kitchen, or is that illegal?
I believe you can. What you can't do is just stick them angled like this, because that's an instant. That's a DQ actually. So.
Hang on a minute.
it said not played out of the kitchen, so it gave him ball in hand. I guess you can't do that.
But so he tried to stick him in the knuckle there, didn't he? He tried the dirty.
Yeah, well, you're not allowed to do that. That's actually a DQ. Now, what you can do though, if he didn't have ball in hand after a scratch, he could have just stuck it on the end rail. After the scratch, he's got to go down table and then back up.
So I think Matt's still scratching his head, wondering what's happened.
Now, see, the referee won't DQ him, but that's kind of a problem because you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to stick the cue ball on the rail like that. Well,
maybe Matt could do with getting told that at the end of the match, provided he wins that, as it won't matter whether he, it won't matter if you tell him if he loses, because he won't be caring so much. But I didn't know that. I've learned something tonight.
Yeah, if you look up, it's kind of an unknown rule.
Is that like unsportsmanlike conduct or ungentlemanly conduct, trying to do something dirty like that, right? Yeah,
it is. You can put them on the end rail, but you can't angle them like that in the corner.
Which I suppose is obviously a fair call, isn't it? That you wouldn't do that. Well, anyway, Matt's at the table. And he's still got a lead, slender though it is. But he's only 25 away from the finish line here and taking out Albie, sending him over to the madhouse.
Well,
bear in mind that Albie was threatening to get the high run of the tournament.
And, this ain't a done deal by any means. He's got to get these balls opened up.
This is still anybody's guess who's going to come out and top here.
Yeah, so...
Well, he's got to go for the cut and the bump, hasn't he?
Yeah.
15-ball cut and bump.
And this is... Spin it. This is dangerous. You really want to hit the 6. If you hit the 2, you get stuck. And he hit the 2, but he's got something. Yeah, he came out pretty good out of that. There was some risk in that. He hit it hard enough that he got him separated. Oh boy, where is he going?
He's got the 10 ball. That is it. You just got to be careful with this 10 ball. Again, it's like every shot at this sort of angle, the 6 ball suddenly doubles in size, and subconsciously when you're playing this shot.
Yeah, as your sphincter gets smaller, the 6 ball gets bigger.
You look at that, he's fine.
Yeah, well, the position was going to be no problem. Right, so break ball wise, he could use the 3, he could use the 5. Watch out. I always hate to see balls roll up on other balls.
You panic when you see the cue ball rolling to a ball dead weight.
Ruh-roh.
Because, you can just roll the wrong side of that ball and you'll get no sight of any ball.
He's doing a Scooby-Doo. Ruh-roh.
Well, we're guessing that it's a 3 ball. It could be the 9 ball down the rail to get to the 3 ball. I don't know. I'm giving up guessing because now he's played the 3 ball. So is it 9 ball cutting and going from the long rail into the side of the pack? Or is it? Well, it's got to be. There's got to be no other alternative now. I don't know that this was the best way to do it, but he'll prove us wrong. Needs to stop going. Needs to stop. Well, can he get there? He's got there. Has he got a shot though? Yes, he has. So that pot has got Matt 12 away from victory. You still there, Steve? Are you?
I am.
You collapsed with excitement. I thought he's gone very quiet.
I did go
13
quiet.
goes. 13 goes. I think he's home and dry.
Yeah, this is a beautiful looking table. But, you know, you still got to do it. And
well, considering the amount of time, how long did Matt have to sit there while Albie was putting his run together? That was a good, 25 minutes or more, was it? I lose track of time, but it seemed like that. And, you know, he came back, got a run together, put a substantial little run together himself to get himself really back into the match.
He's going to need to get that 6 ball out of there. 6 ball, 7 ball. You know, this is all about clearing, blocking balls out. You can shoot balls up table, which in VP, especially with these big pockets, isn't a bad idea.
Now, what's he looking at here?
I don't know. He's looking at cutting a 7,
yeah, cutting
running
a 7
into the 12.
Well, missed it.
Maybe he wasn't trying to run anything at the speed.
Maybe he wasn't.
At the speed he hit, it looked like he was planning on hitting something. So now things are a little funny. I mean, the simple thing to do is just stop the ball and shoot the 2. He's still got the 3 and 11 as break balls. He backs it up a little, which I guess he wanted to get to the 3. So he's probably going to move balls there.
Mm-hmm.
I think at some point, you know, where you've gotten to the point where you're not able to pick them apart, the thing to do is move balls. And he did it nice and controlled. I like that. He got himself another break ball with a 15.
Well, I think he wants to get that 6 out of the way now after he's potted this 5 ball.
Yep.
Or the 12, whichever comes first.
Yeah, you can shoot either one. He's decided he wants a different pattern.
No, I don't know what he's doing. Is it going to be the 15 ball?
A little soft drawback.
Right. Or it could be the 2 ball. He's still got 2 choices here, but the 2 ball's a bit too far at the head of the pack, is it not?
Well, this is it right here. This is game ball.
Oh, so it is. He doesn't need them. I'm losing track here. I'm so busy looking at the table, forgetting about the points. Yep, he's home and dry.
Wow, what a match.
Very well done to Matt. You know, he's no doubt in his bottle. He hung in there, got a little run together himself, and took it away from Albie in the end. Albie looked as if he was odds on to run out.
Well, I think Matt probably learned something there. He probably learned that the grinding doesn't work so well, because once he loosened up, he really played a lot better.
Well, you see, that was him at a point where his bluff was called. You know, what do? Do you try and keep grinding it out now that you're 80-odd points behind, or do you let it flow? And he got into his game, and he'll realise very quickly that that's how to do it.
Yeah, well, I believe
he got into that flow, and he was going well.
I think grinding's a terrible way to play any pool game, but especially straight pool.
Well, so it's getting interesting towards the business end of this tournament, because now Albinario over on the 1-loss side. If we look at the bracket, Spudboy and Sergresh, well, Spudboy is going to get advanced tonight, because I don't think Sergresh is around. I don't think Spudboy's getting any joy from him. He's been sending proposals, I believe. So Coldest Pillow is going to have Spudboy in round 3. And if we go further down from that, we can see that Matt is sitting there waiting on the winner of that match, which, again, with the greatest respect to Spudboy, Coldest Pillow is going to be playing Matt. I think unless Coldest Pillow is a complete disaster or Spudboy suddenly becomes superhuman, I think Coldest Pillow should be going through. So that'll be an interesting tie. And then further down we have Cobra lined up in round 4, and he's going to have to wait on the outcome of Larry and Acero. Now they've got another week. What is this? This is April the 1st, isn't it? So they've got another 10 days to get organised. And again, the problem there is the big time zone difference between Larry and Acero. But it's getting down to the nitty-gritty. The sort of usual suspects are heading that way. Cobra is going to have I would expect, a tougher match next round. But if we look at the one-loss side, from top to bottom, we have Rabi, who took out Stubb. Rabi's going to have a wait because Laser is waiting on whether Aussie, Mick and Hazard can do anything. I don't know what's going to happen there, but Rabi shouldn't be afeard of whoever he's going to play after taking Stubb out. Albinario's further down the bracket, of course. One Pocket Slim plays Interchange X. That'll be a US time zone time probably to suit the both of them, and Slim will stream that. Bedhead waiting on the winner of Fast Eddie and DJ Simon. Now, they've got 5 days left to organise that match. And then further down from that, Linus and Polka Bouter, is that tomorrow or whenever, or 3 days' time. And then beyond that, we've got Miasma, who's waiting a loser coming across from that supposed match with. So Miasma may well be getting a bye as well. And that is it. So very well done to Matt. And Albinario, of course, now is full focus mode. As soon as he goes over to the one-loss side, you better be in your best game, because it's going to be very hard to take Albi down now. That's the way it generally is in these tournaments. But he's vulnerable. He can be beaten as long as you're consistent and you put the points on the board. And that's the way this game does work. Yep. As long as you stay in touch and you take your chances and you don't do too much numpty stuff, you'll always give yourself a chance. So, again, apologies for the interruption. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a good match. It was going either way. We didn't know where it was going at the end. In fact, it was so engrossed we didn't know that bloody Matt was over the line in that last rack. So, thanks to Steve. Good luck with the PC, Steve.
Yeah, I got more work to do on it. That's what I'm going to go do now.
Good luck getting it working. Right.
All right,
so
thanks.
We'll see you soon, and we'll bid you good night. Take care.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.